Hello guys, today onwards we'll begin a new lesson, wave optics. Already day before yesterday I had given you some important homework in which I told you to complete all the basic things related to light what we have learned in a 11th standard. And now you are familiar that what is light, then we say that light is the sensation that forms of energy which gives us a sensation. So practically light, we generally say that when certain form of energy appears to fall on our retina, then that energy is sensed by retina, that whatever we have sensed there, we used to call it as what? Light. But there were several people who was studying the phenomenon of light and they had their own meanings, their own definitions, their own versions. Till date, we generally say light is electromagnetic radiation. So, what is exactly electromagnetic radiation? To learn this, just see this animation. What I want to show here is electromagnetic wave is a wave in which electric and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. So, how it will look like? Look at here. Say x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So look at this. These two waves are propagating. One propagated towards y-axis shown by red color, another propagated towards z-axis shown by blue color, and they are propagated towards x-axis. So x, y, and z are three mutually perpendicular axes, and along which two field vectors, electric field and magnetic field vectors, are moving perpendicular to each other. Their planes are perpendicular to each other. Hence, we called it is what? Electromagnetic wave. Where red color represents electric field vectors and blue color represents magnetic field vector. And both remains perpendicular to each other and both are again perpendicular to propagation of light. So, variations in both electric and magnetic field occur simultaneously, therefore, they attain their maxima and minima at the same place and at the same time. The direction of electric and magnetic fields are mutually perpendicular to each other and as well as to the direction of propagation of wave. The speed of electromagnetic wave depends entirely on electric and magnetic properties of the medium, in which the wave travels and do not on the amplitude of their variation. In very simple way, speed depends upon the medium through which the wave is traveling. Formula for speed that you had learned in 11th standard is given c equal to 1 upon root of epsilon 0 mu 0, where epsilon 0 is permittivity of free space and mu 0 is permeability of free space. Here we are initially not interested in the blue color wave. So we generally indicate optical property of electromagnetic wave is given by electric field. Variation of electric field actually gives the optical, that is light property. But here when we deal with book in introductory part, you must have already defined reflected ray, refracted ray, and normal to the boundary surface at the point of incidence are in the same plane, angle of incidence and angle of reflection are same, whatever. And then in refraction you have proven that sin I upon sin r is constant, or n1 sin I into n2 sin r is same, and this already you had learned in 11th standard. Now what exactly we are going to learn here is, first is nature of light. Newton was the first person who initially studied light in a theoretical manner and gives rise some important theoretical assumptions. The theoretical assumptions given by Newton are considered as Newton's theory. That theory is known as Newton's corpuscular theory. So what Newton wants to suggest in his theory, that we are going to learn in a detail. The first point of Newton's corpuscular theory, that light travels in the form of small particles. It travels in the form of small particles, and he labeled that particles as corpuscles. So according to Newton, light travels in the form of small particle. That particle he called as what? Corpuscles. Important point according to his theory, that these corpuscles are rigid, elastic spheres, elastic and tiny spheres. Tiny means they are having very small diameter. Okay. The third important point according to the theory is that the corpuscles travel with very high speed, always in a straight line, and which is different in a different medium. He said that the corpuscles are traveling with very high speed. That speed is different in a different medium, but they always travel in a straight line. The fourth point of the theory, which was very important again, is that the different colors of light are due to different size of particles or those corpuscles. He wants to say that light are having different color. These different colors are due to different size of the particles. Finally, he said that the one can get sensation of vision when these particles enter our eye. One can get sensation when this particle enter eye, and he said one more thing, that speed of light in denser medium is greater than rarer medium. Now, when we discuss the Newton theory again in a simpler form, light is in the form of particles. If you accept this statement, then there are some drawbacks. According to him, if small particles are emitted by any source of light, so say there is sun, which continuously emits the light to the entire universe. Okay, so if I say sun emits its energy or light energy in the form of particles, then what should have happened with the sun? What should have happened with the sun? Here I can say that after getting energy, after some years, the size of sun should get shrink, mass should be get reduced. But from millions of years, the mass and size of sun constant, and Newton theory was practically cancelled. So nothing useful to discuss from this point. Later, Arthur Foucault proved that this statement 6 is also wrong. That he said that of light is greater in a rarer medium. Light can travel faster in a medium than that of denser medium. These all things led Newton's theory cancelled throughout. So there is another theory which is explained here, we called as Eugene's wave theory of light. We'll call it as what? Eugene's wave theory of light. And this theory is practically and universally accepted. Few drawbacks were there in this theory too, but it is important theory for discussion of light, that according to him, light travels in the form of wavelength. Sorry, not wavelength, it travels in the form of wave. Light travels in the form of wave. He said that initially it is longitudinal wave. And you know that for longitudinal wave, material medium is necessary. Then he said that in vacuum there is ether. Vacuum. Ether is present, which is having very small density and 100% transparency. And this ether act as medium. Later on, this statement was wrong only. He said that different colors of light are due to different wavelength of the wave. Wavelength are different, color will be different. One can get sensation of light when the waves enter our retina. Waves can enter in our retina, and that statement in medical, according to medical field, also it is correct. The fourth important point here that he uses Foucault theory, speed of light is greater in a rarer medium. So this theory is universally accepted and important theory. He said that light travels in the form of longitudinal wave. This point was only wrong. The rest of all the points were given by Sir Christian Huygens are correct. So he said that it is longitudinal wave. As per our knowledge, longitudinal wave needs metal medium for propagation. So he said that definitely in atmosphere of the earth it will travel, but in vacuum there is a metal called ether. Several times the presence of ether in the vacuum, but they did not get in the ether is not obtained. Hence, this was can and instead of longitudinal wave, they treated light as a kinetic one little more. So this wavelength might be lambda equivalent, and the two wavelengths which were used by Sir Christian Huygens to explain his theory. Third one now. If you read, you will see the same thing that light and series will study mention the in those several points. So if you read through the textbook, you will again get here that corpuscular nature, the formation of shadows as well as images by mirrors and lenses has been requiring rectilinear propagation or rectilinear motion of the rays. Here, this fact were introduced by Sir Descartes, and Newton adapted some points and then he proposed this theory of light. He said that light made up of particles, means it is travel in the form of particle. He called that particles as corpuscle. Source of light emits this corpuscle which travel along straight line in absence of any external force. When corpuscle strikes reflecting surface, they undergo elastic collision. As a result follows the law of reflection. During refraction, it is the difference in the attractive force between the corpuscular and particle of medium that causes change in a direction of corpuscle. Denser medium exerts larger attractive force. Newton theory predicted that speed of light in a denser medium would be higher than that of rarer medium. This contradicts the experimental observation. In this theory, light of different color corresponds to corpuscle of different sizes. As I said, this theory was rejected because of lots of drawbacks. Newton performed several experiments in optics, could not explain their result based on this theory. The study of optical phenomena under assumptions that it travels in a straight line as ray is called ray optics or geometrical optics. As geometry used in this study, laws of reflection and refraction and formation of images that we studied in early standard fall under this category. So we accept the wave nature. So what is the wave nature? As I said, light is to be a wave caused by vibration of particles of medium. As light also travel in a vacuum, as light could also travel in a vacuum, we assume that hypothetical medium called ether is present everywhere, and because of this, he said that light is a longitudinal wave. But again, some theories were done by some scientists, and those scientists said that there is no presence of ether is detected, and therefore this theory is practically denied. Instead of longitudinal wave, we accept it as a transverse wave. So here, these important articles that we have learned here, these articles will be the foundation of this lesson. You have to go through the articles in a detail. Maybe initially you find this lesson in a little bit difficult manner, but do not bother, don't worry. It is one of the simplest and easiest lesson for exams point of view. I hope you have understood all these articles. Today, Newton's corpuscular theory and wave nature given by Sir Christian Huygens, that